alive. You're alive. We're alive. Here we are live. Here's Mr. Hooch. Hoochie's here. You gonna supervise us today? He's like, I don't know. You're just gonna lay down like a lazy bone? So, we'll do Pilates today, or practice Pilates. If you have a little towel, whoops, I'm trying to get it so that I'm not covering up the speakers, I hope. Tell me if it sounds weird, but I think that's my usual spot. So set yourself up so that you've got your towel, if you have a towel, and weights, if you have weights, or cans, or anything else that is this, like just a little bit of feedback, and just make sure that they're even, that they're the same amount of weights. And if you've never done Pilates before, don't worry, don't stress. It's my job to teach you, so that's on me, not you, to know what's going on. You can have this stuff, have the weights halfway down your mat. And your towel, I'll show you what we'll use it for before we go. Anyway, we'll do it again later, but I'll show you now. You'll place the towel behind your lower back. Oops, so I went too high there. I want it a little lower, just so that it's in the small of my back. And I want it high enough that I've like covered up any kind of dip. Just because, and this isn't how you're always gonna do a roll up, but I find that when I do a full roll up, it's really hard for me to articulate through that part of my vertebra, or like my spine. But by having that towel underneath, it just gives me something to press my abdominals back into to find the motion through that. Ooh, look, I made it seem so smooth. But if you saw me do it without this towel, it's like almost impossible. And that has something to do with the shape of my spine and just like connection. So there's nothing wrong with you if you also can't do that. That's why your towel will be handy for you. It's like just a little bit of a gift you can give yourself. Let's start up standing. Take your feet wider than your hips. Arms lift up and overhead. Big stretch across. And if you have the towel, take it and imagine you want to unwrinkle the whole thing. So get really wide. Even pressure through both feet. Lift through the arches of your feet. Side bend. Up and over towards your right. Lift taller through center. Same thing. Expand up and over to the left. Feel into the sides of your ribs. If you've been doing lots of stuff today that's in the kind of forward back plane of motion, then moving in this side to side plane of motion, it might feel kind of uncomfortable at first. Just breathe. Up and over towards the right. Pause. Slacken your knees a little bit. Let the head turn towards the floor. Go past center. Scrape up through the left. Side bend. Armpits face forward as you lift back up. Go again like that towards the other side. Side bending first, then twisting and dropping the skull. Lengthen out. Go one more each way. Make it your own. Feel that both feet are actively pressing into the floor. And you're finding outward energy through the body, right from the center of your core. Last one. Lift up and pause. If you can, stretch the arms back behind you. You're like, oh no, but we just did that yesterday. Let's notice how it feels. Okay, that's enough of that. Step your feet together at the top of your mat. Fold your towel if you're using it later for behind your lower back. Set it halfway down. Heels together, toes apart. Notice I'm at the front of my mat, not at the back. You do that too. Stack your arms like a genie. Press them into each other. Lift your heels up, up. Lower heels down, down. No lies, just the heels. Lift, lift, lower, lower. Get taller each time you lift your heels and stay that tall when you lower them. That's the feeling you're creating from your center. 2 more. Heels stay glued together when they lift. Hold this one. Keep your heels glued together, but press into your big toe knuckles as well. Keep the balance on your heels. Bend your knees wide out to the sides and lower down like you're sliding your back against a wall behind you. Lower your butt down to the floor. If you need to use your hands to help you, do it. Once you're there, stretch the arms long beside your body, bend your knees to tabletop. Take your heels together in your tabletop. Curl the chin towards the chest, roll up to the tips of the shoulder blades, and palm your arms to Fleetwood Mac. As you palm, feel the breath. So inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out. It's like it's your birthday. And you're finding a strong exhale out to blow out your candles, but through your nose. Don't moistly breathe onto anybody. Inhale through your nose, exhale through the nose. Keep the moistness in you. Don't share your moistness with anybody else. One more. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Bend your knees, head to the floor. Turn the head once to the right and once to the left. Back through center. Set number 2. Curl the chin towards the chest, roll up to the tips of your shoulder blades. Arms stretch long beside your body. Legs go out to 45. And just hold there. Wrap your outer thigh bones underneath you a little bit and squeeze your heels together. If it feels like you're stable, pump your arms for 100 here. Look at your belly button. Inhale. Through the nose, exhale. No moisty. In. Out. 2 more sets. By then we've probably done 100. That's lies. Last one. Inhale. Exhale all the air out. Hold. Now crisscross applesauce. Your legs go like this. Hands can always go behind your head. Make sure legs are high enough your low back isn't dipping to the leg up. Yeah? Woo! Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees in. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Turn your head once to the left and once to the right. Wow. Lower your feet to the ground. If you're using your towel for roll-up, slide it behind your lower back. Straighten your legs long out to the mat, still in a little bit of turnout. Arms lift up above the chest. Inhale, curl the chin towards the chest. Exhale to reach forward, round in your spine. Shoulders are out of ears, roll down. 1 breath cycle. Inhale to start, exhale to finish. Inhale to start rolling down, exhale to keep rolling down. 4 more. I can't really count that well. That's not a lie. Look towards your belly button. Move from your core. 2 more. Roll down, but reluctantly. Keep stretching forward as you roll your spine into the mat. Last one. We'll stay on the floor after this one for your single leg circle. Roll down to the ground. Lay down flat. Move the towel if it was behind your lower back. Left leg stays straight. Bend your right knee in towards you. Tabletop. Either keep the knee bent or straighten the leg to the ceiling. 5 circles. To the left, around, and up. To the left, around, and up. 3. Hip stays heavy to the floor. Last one. Other way for 5. Keep your left leg still. This is an abdominal situation. 2. Last one. Hold your leg lifted. Curl up head, neck, and shoulders. Tuck your finger pads behind your leg. Then switch. And switch. 3 more. Scrape the walls with your toes. Last one. Hold. Left leg stays lifted. Right foot flexes, lowers to the ground. Arms heavy. 5 times leg circle. Down, around, and up. There's a distinct stop at the top of each one. 2 more. Ooh, for precision. Last one. Hold. Other way. 5. You might need a little song to jam out to. Here it is. Last one. Leg stays lifted. Curl up head, neck, and shoulders. Touch your fingy pad. neck and shoulders down. Take a second here, bend your knees. Take your hands to the fronts of your thighs. Push your thighs into your hands and your hands into your legs. So it looks like I'm doing nothing, but I'm working my legs and my hands a lot into each other. Hold for 4. You know I need your love. 3. This is Jane's Party. 2. A local Toronto band. I think they're supposed to be like in Poland right now. Relax, bend the knees in a little closer, breathe in and out. Okay, so from here into double straight leg stretch. Both legs stretch up to the ceiling, heels together, toes apart, hands behind the head, breathe in, curl up to breathe out. Stay curled, legs lower from your butt, lower down for 3, 2, on 1 count, lift back up, down for 3, 2, 1, lift back up, 2 more. Last one. Switch the tempo, so down quick and up for 3, 2, 1. Down quick and up for 3. I'm not going too low, just far enough that I can feel the butt beat breaks. Last one. And up for 3, 2. Bend your knees, crisscross. To the right knee, twist, stretch the left leg forward. Other side. Say this is my way. Jerry Rafferty did the original. Very good song. And you're right in the middle of the line here. Like you're on a balance beam. Don't fall side to side, but stay in center. Okay, last one slow. Little quicker. Right, left, right, left. Twisting out old stagnant air from the lungs. 8 more. Woo! Reach long through the foot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold in center. Head down. Full breath in. Side out. Hold behind the legs, rock yourself up to seated. Stretch your legs out, arms reach forward. Feel your sitting bones. Hold them toward each other to feel lift through the base of your spine. Then round forward, curling your head toward the floor. Hands reach forward at shoulder height. Shoulders out of the ears, full breath in. Rebuild yourself as you breathe out. Inhale, stack nice and tall. Right away, use your out breath to bring out the lungs as you reach forward. Back up. Inhale. Twice more. Feel the breath move you. Visualize more space between every vertebra as you move. Spine gets longer. Spine stretch. Back up. That's what it's called. Let's do it. So sit a little bit behind of your sitting bones, soft bended knees. Imagine your hands are UFOs. Abduct your legs up into your hands and hold the tops of your shins. You might stay here. If you want, holding back here might feel more secure. I'm going to straighten my legs and try to show this version today. So wish luck. Breathe in where you are. As you breathe out, look towards your belly button. Slight scoop out of the abdominals to roll you back. Whoop. And then you got to lift back up and pause. So my trick there was when I found the balance, it was because the back of my leg turned on. So if my legs are flaccid or like noodly, they're not really connected into my core. And I'm trying desperately to like plunge my legs back into my pelvis, if that makes any sense. Feel the backs of the legs work. Woo, one more. At the top, stay and find your balance. Legs together. Then real sly leg, crawl down your thighs. Lower your head down, butt on the floor. Arms press into the ground, corkscrew. To the right, forward, around, and up. Legs other way, lasso them around and up. Keep it pretty small to start. I think I probably did my first couple too big because I was excited. We're allowed to get excited. We're invigorating, we're returning to life. So also, this is a nice time for a history lesson. Joseph Pilates was a human. Pilates is a method. It's not a bunch of random things put together. One more circle each way. It's intentional, connected movement. Keep you focused. One more breath in the middle. Lower the legs to the floor. You can bend your knees and slide them out. Lift your arms above the chest. We're doing a roll up. If you want the towel, use it. Curl the chin towards the chest and roll up. Once you're seated, stay rounded forward for a breath. roll back up to the top. Saw. Bend both knees. We're doing a prep first. Feet to the floor. Hands behind your head. Sit up really tall as you breathe in. As you breathe out, twist and side bend. Take your left arm to the inside of your left knee. And try to lift your top elbow more towards the ceiling. Sorry, I got the lesson rights mixed up again because I'm so used to mirroring when I teach in a real room, but Instagram flips it around. Come back up to the middle, and then twist to your other side. You side bend and take the same arm inside the same leg. So right hand, right leg, or whatever. Lift your opposite elbow to the sky, and breathe into the twist and stretch. So this is our saw prep. Stack your spine back up. Legs go forward. It's the same order each time we do it. Why? So that you learn the system too. So learn it. Remember the order. Saw. Inhale in the middle. As you exhale, twist towards your left side. Round forward, reaching your pinky finger beyond your baby toe, and reaching the back arm back. Lift back up in the twist, restack your spine, and then come through center. Breathe in the middle. Keep your hips strong as you breathe out and twist other way. Round forward like you got a beach ball between you and your leg, but you're stretching your chest open towards the side. Come back up through the middle, inhale. Exhale, other way. Round forward, ear towards your knee. Inhale back up and unravel. Exhale, other way. So we've picked up the tempo a little bit. Not so much that we lose the work in the stomach to find this rotation of your spine. And if think about this like you're crisscross. You already did that on the ground, and now you're seated, but you're using your stomach to move your spine. One more each way. It just gets better and better. Stack back up through center, cross your shins, ground your palms to the top of your mat, step back your feet into plank and hold. Activate through your finger pads, spread through your shoulder blades, strong legs. Taking your time to lower to the floor. 8, 7, bending elbows, let everything land at once in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untuck all 10 toes, slide the hands back a little bit further than they landed, heads and shoulders on the back. Hover your hands, lift your chest forward and up. Stay in that lift. Hands go down to boost you just a tiny bit higher. Now hold that challenge, but lift your hands. And then lower back down and do all that again. Hands lift, chest back bends first time on its own. Hands go down, hands slightly help to lift a little higher, but you gotta hold it. Squeeze the elbows behind your back, then hover the hands. And lower back down. Last one, this is called swan. Hands hover, chest lifts forward and up. Hands go down, lift slightly higher, hold there. Hover your hands again, and lower back down. So I didn't make any of this stuff up. It's a method. This is the order. Take a breath as you are. Which is good and bad, right? You can't get mad at me. So now into leg kicks. Prop yourself up onto your forearms. Press your elbows down into the mat, but press your palms a bit into the mat. And this will be possible for some bodies. It's a hamstring curl basically. So if this is uncomfortable, it creates a huge dip in your lower back. Try to lengthen your tailbone in the opposite direction. So you might not actually lift your stomach off of the floor, but just feel the sense of lengthening your tailbone behind you. Bend your one heel in towards your butt, hold it there, and watch that as your knee bent in, you didn't also go like this and lift your front of hip, but you're still pressing your pelvis down into the floor while your knee bends. That makes a big difference. If that's not possible here, take your towel underneath of your pelvis, and sometimes doing that just gives you enough space that you can ground. Okay, then switch, other side. Bend the other knee in, hold, and take the time in this first repetition to find proper form. Think about floating your kneecap slightly up, but grounding your pelvis down as you curl your heel to your butt. Okay, now we go a little bit faster. Bend right, stretch out. Bend left, stretch out. Now that the legs are going, pay attention to what the rest of your spine is doing. Try not to lock out any joints or be kind of soggy. Soggy is my favorite new word. Add a double pulse. So kick, kick, stretch, kick, kick, stretch. Really try to find that length out through the toes when you reach back out for 4. Hamstrings, hopefully. Last 2. Final one on the other side. Stretch both legs out, hold. Now tuck your toes under, press into both forearms, and lift up into forearm plank. You might do it through bent knees, but eventually straighten them. Hold your forearm or elbow plank. Rock a little forward and back. Weight goes forward. Weight rocks back. Heels move forward. Heels press to the back wall. Twice more. Last one, forward back. Hold and center yourself. Kick your right heel in towards your butt. Kick. Stretch back. Left heel. Kick. Stretch back. Feel that the top of your head is lengthening in opposition from your legs, from your feet. And when you're bending your heel to your butt, try not to drop your knee to the floor. 4 more. Fully concentrate on what you're doing. Be with it. Last one on the other side. Hold both legs straight. 2 breaths. Woo. 1 more as you are. Lower the knees. Sit back to child's pose. You can let the knees be a little wider than your hips so that you can snuggle in between the legs. Relax your head. Relax your neck, your elbows. And deepen attention into a 360-degree breath. Twice more like that. Big breath into the sides. Final time. Big smooth breath in. And out. Gently pull yourself back forward onto your front. Once you're there, lay onto your side. Everything in one line. Hand props behind the head. Lengthen your neck. Top hand rests in front of your chest. Have the feet stacked. Lift both legs. Travel them slightly forward and lower them down. So that's your starting position. This is called side kicks. Lift your top leg up to hip height. Foot stays flexed. Watch out for furniture. Keep your top leg forward, and stretch back, back. Leg reaches forward for the heel, reaches back through your heel. And as your leg moves, you're doing your best to keep your upper body still like it's inside a toaster. And you don't want to get burned on the front or the back. 3 more. Do your best to keep your foot at about hip height as you move. Last one, both directions. Hopefully feeling outer hip. Keep the foot stacked above the bottom one, but off of it, hip height. Lift up a little and lower, up and down. This is reminding me, apparently Jane Fonda has a TikTok. I don't even know what TikTok is, but apparently she's been leading some of her classic movements. Last 2. Final one, hold at hip height, point your foot, circle for 4. 3, really itty bitty 2. And 1, other way, 4. 3. 2, half time and bigger for 2. And 1, and 2, and 1. Other way. Even bigger, 1, count of 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1 reverse. Ooh, that got a little shaky. Bend your top knee, foot to the floor in front of you. If you can, hold the outer ankle, but open the outer knee away from you. It should feel like a good stretch. Hips stay stacked. Lift your bottom leg up. Try to feel the inner thigh of the bottom leg and then circle around. 3. Like you're scraping the empty peanut butter jar. Go the other way. You can tell what I like to do. 3, like the last little bit with a spatula. 2, ooh, get it out. Last one, circle. Lift the top leg, lengthen it out, so stretch it with the bottom one. Roll onto your stomach. Both hands behind the head. Curl up into a little bit of spinal flex. Whoa. Lift your chest. Legs lift up a little bit. Turn them out. Beat the inner legs in and out, in and out. Beat, 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 beat for 8, 7. Pelvis heavy. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Side number 2. Roll into the other side. No drama. Start with the body in one long line. Lift your legs up together. Lower them down onto that shallow L shape. Once you're there, top leg lifts. A little bit of support here. Kick your legs forward, forward, and reach through the heel back, back. Leg lengthens forward. And imagine pushing something a bit behind you. Your mind is very powerful, so use it in your favor here. Focus on what you're doing so that you get like the maximum benefit of all the glorious experiences you're having. Forward, forward, reach back, back. And reframing, like I get to feel this, I get to do 2 more. Rather than like I gotta. Choose to. Last one, forward, forward, and back, back. Hold the leg above the bottom leg, lift, and lower. Doesn't have to be huge to feel connection to your outer glute. These are really good stabilizers. This is totally gonna get busted. I gotta skip this song. They're gonna bring it down. It's gonna be big. Last 2 lifts and lowers. Final lift and lower. She's been drinking. Circle. 3, 2, 1. Circle the other way, don't you think? If they're gonna flag anything as copyright, it's gonna be Beyonce. Respect to the queen. Okay, last circle a little bigger. And bigger. Other way 2 times. Hopefully I didn't mess up the sequence too bad. And then go 1 big circle. Up and forward, around. Other way, up and forward and around. Bend your top knee, foot to the floor. Let the foot stamp down a bit. Open outer knee. Oof, this side is tight. Out towards the side. Lift your bottom leg up. And then scrape out the inner hip joint. Ooh. So you might find that your hip is trying to roll back and like face the ceiling. Do your best to stay stacked on your side body. Ooh. Even if the movement of your lower leg isn't very big. Reverse. 2 more. Last one. Circle around, pause. Stretch your top leg out. Face, don't tell anybody. And the way that I've been teaching it is pretty authentic to how it was created and taught originally by Joseph Pilates. So hopefully you also get something out of this, like learning a discipline thing and it being familiar but unfamiliar and the challenges that come with it. Thank you. Yeah, and yoga is at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Hi, Mom. Alana loves Pilates. Facts. Thank you, thank you. Spills, thank you. And get your spine moving and grooving. Yeah, Kate. I feel like my delay got moistly. Don't breathe moistly on anybody. Or speaking moistly. I can send it to you, Rob. Yeah, fusion tomorrow noon, fun. And then yeah, I'll teach yoga here 1 p.m. tomorrow and work on some glutes and some hip openers and little back bendy. Plunging. See y'all soon.